team approached this where they came in and really limited the Rangers tonight?
Yeah, I thought we played a strong defensive game, and we started the game off with, I thought our speed generated a couple great opportunities we didn't take advantage of, and obviously got the Hughes goal to get us going in the right direction.
You've learned so much about this team this year. What'd you learn when it's 1-1, the building is going crazy, and your guys find a way to get the goal?
Well, all we did was talk about keep playing the same way. Keep playing the game the right way. We battled hard in all three zones, and we just felt if we got an opportunity, we'd get a chance to get the lead again. I thought it was a great job by Siegenthaler jumping up, a four-man attack, and he found a hole.
Speaking of Siegenthaler, what have you appreciated or liked in response to not playing in Game 2 and then being able to come back in now?
Well, I thought his whole game, getting up with the play, his physicality down low, a lot more assertive. He gave us a heck of a game tonight, and on both sides of the puck.
What's it like watching Jack rise to the occasion of the postseason?
He's a fun player to watch. I mean, night in, night out, he's doing special stuff. I think his play away from the puck tonight deserves a lot of credit too, because he was up against some seasoned guys that he knew he'd have to be good defensively, and I thought he really was.
What makes this team play best in a hostile environment? Hostile environment. Their team plays all season long. They've played their best.
Well, I don't know exactly what it is. I think sometimes at home, and I said this at the start of the year, we try to entertain too much. Our puck management isn't good enough. We're a little bit on the high risk side, and our road play is, I can use the word conservative, a little bit more conservative, but we take advantage of other teams' mistakes, or when we've had a lead on the road, we've been able to capitalize.
Lindy, with Siegenthaler, what does it show you for him to come back from the disappointment of not playing Game 2? And did you have a conversation with him when you sat him?
Yeah,
brought him back?
Yeah, I did.
What did you tell him?
Basically told him that you'll be going back in. Need you to be better. We've used, at different times. Different guys have sat out this year. So, I mean, it's not about one individual. It's been about the group, and I've said that all year long, that we need, all 25 guys pulling on the rope for us.
Hey, Lindy, what did you think of Akira tonight? Are you at all concerned about the number of rebounds that he gives up in a game?
I have to look at, but I like this game. I like the way we played in front of him. He gave us big saves when we needed them. The good thing about a rebound means it didn't go in. So I'm okay with the rebound.
Hey, Lindy, how important was it to get that first goal, get off to that fast start, and then keep the foot on the gas there for full 60 minutes?
I think anytime you can get the first goal of the game, means the opposition's got to get a couple to beat you, and it helps the guys relax. I thought we made, our puck play started to get better and better as the game went on. It's something that's been a little bit of concern, that we haven't held on to pucks long enough. But I think, the game-winning goal was an indication of waiting for the second wave, hitting the guy that's joining, getting guys driving the net, where maybe earlier we might have made a different decision with that puck going down the wing.
It's probably no coincidence that you guys start winning after the special team starts clicking there. Just your thoughts on the growth of your two units over the past couple days.
Yeah, that power play is really dangerous. We felt first couple games we just gave them too much time. We've tried to be a lot more aggressive. And with aggression, sometimes there comes the odd time they can pick you apart with 2 or 3 plays. And we've had saves when we've gone down that route where we've gone hard and they found that open hole. But I think our entries, or when they hit the line, we've done a good job of kind of frustrating them, and we've got to continue to do it.
We hear about your speed and your skill, but with 3 minutes to go in that game, can you talk about your determination and the battles you won? to keep that game, to make that game become a win?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's the growth of our team, doing what it takes. We had a vocal bench. We had guys up on their feet, talking about the compete on the walls and staying underneath the puck and making sure you won your battle. And I thought even when they got inside the zone there for that little bit, we stayed real aggressive. We didn't sit inside. We tried to pressure, and the whole group did a good job.
Lindy, you had talked to us the last few days about the importance of having your stars lead the way a little bit. Jack sets a tone there, obviously. Is that kind of what you were talking about, A? And B, when you see that puck on his stick on a breakaway, what are you thinking?
Well, I think you look at the penalty shot, and I reference that as a good moment for him. Knowing that he can go in and finish, and then you get another opportunity like that tonight. And I thought, like I said, he's trying to lead by example. If you look at all parts of the game and our top players, like, you got to give the group a lot of credit. Everybody was on the same page, and all those guys did a great job. And even the empty net goal, the execution on that part, and staying on top of them and not backing off, was exactly what we need.
Lindy, just how impressive has Akira been in these 2 games here? And as a second part to that, have you ever coached a goalie that was able to do this, to come in a hostile environment and pull his team back? I mean,
I don't believe I have. Hasek was a little older when I put him in. All I heard was all the good things about him in the minors, about how well they played. Him and Nico Dawes, even the start of last year, that unbelievable start they got off to. I think they won 16 games, so you need good goaltending, and those 2 guys provided great goaltending for them down there, and I think that's your first stepping stone. So you got to give those guys down there a lot of credit for getting both those guys in the right place. And Akira has been able to show that he's been able to handle the big stage. And even after they scored, I think there was a pretty good opportunity right after that he made a good save on.
Linda, you've been around for a while as a player, as a coach. Home ice advantage used to mean something, and not only in this series, but what's your assessment of the reality of today that doesn't even make a big difference from one rink to the other?
I think it is parity. Teams are, you look at the 2 teams playing tonight. That was a tough battle for both teams to try to generate good opportunities. You had 2 teams that were playing really solid defensively. A couple breakdowns, rush goal. But when you look at it overall, and I saw the stat tonight where, 17 road wins and 11 home wins. I think because teams are that close and maybe a little bit at home, you have a few more distractions, with friends and family probably. We've got a big game coming up for us at home, and we'd like to win one at the Rock.
Lindy, you dropped Timo off the Heischer line tonight, and just wondering your assessment of his game. Is he at 100%? What's going on with Timo?
Good question. He's given us all all he has. He hasn't been with us that long. I think that in my eyes, he's 100%. He wouldn't tell you if he wasn't 100%. But I think that the Heischer Tatar, I'm looking at late in games, and those 2 guys were able to close a lot of games for us. So just kind of went to that in the last 10 minutes, and not really about Timo, but more about putting Tatar there and knowing that he really understands what we're trying to do late in games.
Lindy, were these past 2 wins more about you having to adjust to the Rangers style of play, or was it getting back to the Devils brand of hockey?
I think a little bit of both. That they're a good defensive team. They don't give you a lot. I like their defense. Their defense is mobile. They're big. They're strong. So there's not a lot of ice out there. So we had to make some adjustments. I thought, again, our puck play was better.
Thank you, Lindy.
Friends and family at home.